Hello again. I want to start by conducting one of those thought experiments that I like so much. Let us imagine, if you will, that a European country, say Denmark or Italy, adopts a new constitution which declares that only white people of European ancestry can ever be citizens of the country. No immigrants who are not white European can ever become naturalised citizens. It doesn't matter whether you marry an Italian or Danish person, you simply cannot become a citizen if your skin is the wrong colour. Even black babies born in the country, as they grow up, cannot become citizens. What do you think the reaction to such a racist decree would be in other European countries, or in Britain for that matter? Shock? Disgust? Outrage? I dare say that some viewers will remember how many people viewed South Africa when they had such laws which prevented people with the wrong colour skin from being full citizens and voting in elections. How many people disapproved of South Africa, boycotted South Africa goods and so on. It was a really big thing in the 70s and 80s. This kind of ethnocentrism is these days regarded as being absolutely appalling and unacceptable. Unless that is a black country is doing it, in which case we will send them £26 million a year in aid. Step forward, Liberia, a country in West Africa. In Liberia, nationality is restricted to people who are black. The only people who can acquire nationality by naturalisation are those of black African descent. And that is all there is to it. No white person can ever become a citizen of Liberia, even if he or she is born there and lives there for the whole of their life. Nothing can more clearly illustrate the ghastly hypocrisy of white liberals than this state of affairs. Liberia says that this law is necessary to preserve the distinctive character of their country and to prevent it being altered by immigration or settlement by people from other parts of the world. Well, yes, one can very easily sympathise with such a view. I believe many people in this country would be happy to see a similar law being enacted in Britain. You will never hear liberals and progressive people ever criticising Liberia for their stance, let alone denouncing them or picketing their embassy. It is seen as very right and proper that a black African nation should wish to maintain its culture and heritage in this way. Now let's try another little thought experiment. What do you suppose would happen if a political party were to be founded in this country and agitated for a similar law to be passed in Britain? That is to say that only people of white European descent should be entitled to British citizenship, and that no black people or Asians could ever become naturalised as British citizens or acquire British nationality by marriage. That no black baby born in Britain could ever become a British citizen. I think that we all know what the reaction would be to a group which worked for such measures. They would be regarded as belonging to the far right and described as racist and white supremacists. Why should we be so tolerant of these views when it is a black legislature which passes restrictive laws which define nationality by ethnicity, but regard exactly the same thing with horror if proposed by white people? I might mention that each year the British government sends Liberia £26 million of taxpayers' money for various projects, so it's safe to assume that they do not disapprove too strongly of this racist nationality business. As a matter of interest, I wonder how many viewers knew about this. Is it really any better when a black nation behaves in such a way than if it were a white country adhering to such standards? In the description to this video, I give a link to the Wikipedia page about this and also details of our overseas aid to the country.